I have only been, and listen very carefully to this, I have only been a native man since 1990. Now you do the math, I'm 64 years old. 1990 is what, 23 years ago. So I've only been a native man for 23 years. Now your brain is going, wait a minute, how's that possible? Here's how that's possible. My family left the reservation, the Standing Rock Reservation, in 1923. My mother and my grandmother were absolutely forbidden to be Native women. I found out at a funeral home when my mother was laying up there in a coffin ready to get put in the ground because one of our relatives, Ojibwe relatives, came and did a special ceremony, and I was sitting next to one of my mother's sisters, the eldest sister in the group, and I nudged her and I said, Auntie, look what that crazy Indian is doing. Get that statement. Auntie, look at what that crazy Indian is doing. She grabbed me by the ear, took me outdoors, sat on the curb, and she told me our true history, that our family was not allowed to be Native. Not because they were ashamed, but because it's not, for them, it was not good to be a Native. It was not good to put these roaches on, these buckskins on, these feathers on, to be who you are. And I went, full crap. Now what you see is what you got, folks. Okay, you're stuck. I am a Native man, and I'm proud of it, because my mother that was in that coffin could not be who she was. She could not possibly put on a woman's buckskin, put on a woman's moccasin, wear her feathers. She couldn't do it. Ain't happening anymore. So when you guys put on regalia, and you put on feathers, do it the right way. Do it with respect. Do it because there are people like me, people like my mother, that couldn't do it. We're not asking you to preserve, because we don't need preserving. We've been here since the beginning of time. But we're here so that you can understand who we are. So that you can go back to the community and say, hey, guess what? These guys aren't bloodthirsty. They ain't going to take your scalp. They're not going to steal your kids. They want to put feathers on. They want to dance. They want to have fun. They want to respect nature. Can I steal this for a minute? What do you see? What do you see? Legging, right?
Buckskin.
Buckskin. Where'd this come from?
Nature.
There you go. A living entity. Is this still alive?
Yes.
Still alive. Still exists. It still has meaning. But when you put this on, remember that. Do it with respect. I'm going to shut up and go in the corner.